Hey, Bruce here with 5 Minute Handyman. Want to talk to you about using a roller on walls. A couple of thoughts and ideas, so let me show you the hardware that we're talking about today. So I have my paint tray with my roller, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this up with paint, and I like to really work it into my, my roller. And when I get done getting it loaded, I'll take and I'll just go along the edges with it tipped so that I knock off the paint from the edges, and this way I don't get lines that that end up on the wall. So the section I'm doing right now is in between this wall and this door frame. Let me set my camera up so you can see it. Okay, and so what we're going to do with this now is my roller is really too wide to go up this way, so I'm going to have to go horizontal with it. And there's two parts to getting a wall covered with paint. The first part is getting the paint on the wall, and then the second part is spreading it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get the paint onto the wall. And it's now all big and blotchy. So what I have to do now is I have to go ahead and roll it out and kind of work it into the pores of the wall to make sure that it's going to give good coverage. And so I'll just keep doing this just to make sure that I've got a good amount of paint onto my wall. And so what I'm doing here is I'm just getting some of the excess paint off of my roller. And one of the keys with rolling is you want to go slow, because if you go fast, the paint's going to splatter all over. And so once I get my roller, some of the paint off the roller, I'm going to come back and I'm going to go back and forth over this section. But now if I just pull it out, I'm going to have a different texture along the edge here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it back and forth, and then as I come back off, I'm going to lift it out, and then that's going to even out my pattern. Okay, I hope you all can see this. And then what I'll do is I'll inspect it after I get this section done. And if I need to go back and roll it out, I'll just go back and do that again. But that'll give me a nice uniform surface in the small area. When I'm doing this larger area up top here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it up and down. And when I come up here, I'm going to just change the spot of the roller that it's going to be touching on, so that I get some more uniformity here. And then, like I do on the ceilings, I like to draw out my paint. So I'll start at the top and I'll come down and lift out, overlapping, come down and lift out, come down and lift out. And then this gives me a nice uniform paint coverage. And so that's the way I would paint this section of the wall.